Alright, so in this video, I'll be turning outreach copy that isn't working into a high converting meeting booking campaign. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Ethan Welby. I'm the founder of ETL Digital. We have the absolute best solution for established marketing agencies to scale up by building out completely done for you client acquisition machines. So this piece of copy and all the other ones are submitted through Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube by agency owners. So if you want yours submitted, you want yours reviewed, you can just send me a message there and we can, make a video from it. So I'm going to start by reviewing the campaign, pointing out the things that are not, recommended by me, things that I'd change. And then I'm going to walk you through exactly how I change it and give you some additional tips as well. So to start with, hi name, I hope you and the rest of the team are doing well today. This line as well, I would start by taking this out, changing it to something more personalized, at least. So I'll just highlight this in yellow. Most of the time it's very generic, and what I'm going to show you is a copy paste personalized first line, right? Get ready for that. I was recently sent your website by my business partner and I was eager to reach out to you guys. This is excellent. This is exactly what I'd use. I'll just word it a bit differently. So I'll show you what I'll do in a second. My name is, obviously took his name out, and I'm the founder of company. We help e-commerce as well as high ticket businesses not only double, but also triple your monthly revenue by using winning marketing techniques without ad spend. So the first thing I want to mention is they have a good offer. They have a very good offer. Doubling or even tripling monthly revenue without ad spend. That's nice. But the way they phrase it is just too many words. And what we really want to do is get our point across in the most short and concise manner possible. So that's the first thing. The second is that there's multiple niches, and the multiple niches aren't specific enough. So we want to start by choosing one niche and going very specific in that niche. So for example, I don't help consultants, course creators, chiropractors, pizza shops. I only work with agencies. And on top of that, only marketing agencies. And on top of that, only established marketing agencies. And when you do that, you can literally copy and paste, firstly, outreach, for all of them, but also your delivery is super streamlined. So you're just copying and pasting the delivery method across all your clients because really nothing changes. So I'll be honest, when a new client comes on with me, we literally just have to copy campaigns that are working for other people for the new client. That's why I'd recommend it. Also, your outreach will be a lot more effective. So we'll just highlight this whole one. I see a lot of potential within your business and would love to equip you guys with the finer details that their company provides. So again, it's a great lead on. It's a great, next message. It's just too wordy at this point, right? We want to say what we say with as little words as possible. Would you like more information about what we do and how we can implement these techniques in your business? Exact same thing. The way they structured the email is perfect, right? They just need to use less words and make it more concise. And then once you have seen the results, that's when the company benefits. So that can even be taken out. So what I have over here is how I would really rewrite this. So the first point is that, hi name, my partner showed me some pictures of your website, so I thought I'd reach out. So this just encapsulates the entire first section, and you can see how much shorter it is. I'm the co-founder at company, and we help niche streetwear brand to increase revenue by 15 to 25% within 30 to 60 days without ad spend on a pay on results basis. So you can see the difference between this one and this one. Now, because this is a small thing, but I'll mention it regardless. For this agency specifically, he's the only one. I think there's two of them. There's two of them in this agency, and they're just starting out. They don't have case studies right now. So by saying you're the founder of the company, it's just going to add a little less credibility, because then it's like, why is the founder reaching out to me? So if you have a partner or if you have multiple team members, you would ideally send the outreach as the, for example, growth manager, right? You can imagine it adds a lot more credibility. If the owner is sending the outreach, it's like, okay, this is a small company. Okay, that's the first thing. But next. And we help niche streetwear. Yeah, so in terms of his niche, I don't know who is targeting specifically in e-commerce, but let's say we were going for e-commerce brands. Then we'd want to go a step further and choose a niche in e-commerce. So this is an example. We'd say something like, and we help streetwear brands to increase revenue. right? E-commerce is way too broad. It's the equivalent of saying we help businesses or we help online businesses. There's like way too many. Okay? So go for a specific niche. And then to increase revenue by 15 to 25% within 30 to 60 days without ads on a pay on results basis. Okay? So obviously it's different to what he's saying here. Double or triple. So that would be like 300 or 200 to 300%. But in this case, obviously this is just an example. What I like to say is that numbers are much more effective at getting attention, at persuading than the text or the words, sorry. So instead of saying double, you'd want to say 2x. Instead of saying an extra 25% like written as a word, you'd put the number. And it just stands out. You can see that the numbers stand out from the paragraphs, right? And this gets people's attention. It really helps them to visualize the increase of revenue in the actual email. And then within 30 to 60 days, people like a time frame. Even if the time frame is long, they'd rather have a long time frame that's clear than nothing at all. Because if it's vague, then they don't like it. Okay? Without ads, same thing, and on a pay on results basis. So that's the equivalent to what they're saying here, right? They are working on a pay on results basis, they just don't mention it. Besides this. So we need to get it front and clear, because since they don't have case studies, this is their major selling point. Firstly, the fact that they have a specific niche, that's great, and a specific outcome, which is better than 99% people. But the fact that they work on a pay on results basis is really how they're going to get their first clients. Okay? And if you do have case studies, which I assume you do, then you'd put the case studies over here. So you'd say, for example, we recently helped, I'm not going to type the whole thing out, X to get X outcome in X time frame. Okay? But in this case, he doesn't have, so we'll just go with it like this. Then, I see a lot of potential within your business. You can pretty much leave this out. Or it's the equivalent of saying, I'm confident we can do the same for you. Then this just changes to, would you be open to me sending some more info? Right? I've just shortened it, just made it more concise, more straight to the point. And yeah, so a big advertising or copywriting lesson is that you want to say everything as simply as possible with as few words as possible. Because the more words, the more complication it gives when you're reading the actual message. So it's easier to get a point across with less words, is what I'm saying. Right? Okay, would you be open to be sending some more info? And this is how you end it off. Right? We choose more info as opposed to going straight for the call. You're going to get a lot more replies if you use more info. And then thanks, name. So that's the one thing that they don't have there, but small thing. And then some final notes. Case study would go below the offer. So you have case studies, you put it over here. Mention it there. The role of the case study is to back up your offer, just to give some proof, some evidence that you can actually deliver. Specific niche, right? We're not going for e-com brands. We're not going for high ticket and e-commerce. We're just going for a specific subsection of e-commerce. And this is even a subsection because, fashion e-commerce brands could be the niche. But now we're going a level deeper, streetwear brands. And this is going to give you a lot more credibility when you actually do this. Then use numbers whenever possible. Right? It's easier to comprehend numbers as opposed to the words. For example, this, right? Time frames, all that. And then finally, removing unnecessary words, right? So a lot of what I did here was just cutting out things that didn't need to be there. So for example, about how we can implement these techniques into your business. That's not bad, but would you be open to me sending some more info? It's just a lot easier, right? And that's pretty much everything. This is what I'd change. Obviously, I'd start by, I potentially would create multiple pieces of copy to just test like 2 or 3 out at once. But this will work. I can guarantee that this will work. Just need to send enough volume, 100 emails a day, 100, 300, whatever you need. And that can book you a decent amount of meetings every single week and sign your clients pretty easily. So that's all from this video. If you are open and an established agency making at least 20K a month and you're open to adding an extra 50 to 100K within 6 to 9 months, there'll be a link below this video where you can book a time with myself or someone on the team, and they'll give you a walkthrough of how our service actually works. and we can go from there. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want your copy submitted as well, or your copy reviewed, just send me a message on Twitter or LinkedIn, and I'll get back to you and review it from there.